Let's go. Hopefully, we can see something here. If y'all hear me loud and clear, you should say so. Somebody's here. Yep. Oh, I already. Yeah, that is whatever. Okay. Let me just stay right here. You know what? I can just take the computer like this and talk to you while I'm reading. I think that will be good. I think so. Should be good. We will try. A second. Just gonna check everything is right with the live. Now it's actually pretty annoying to hold the computer like this. My laptop, so I'm gonna put it down. Push it down and push it down. All right, no kidding around here. Let's go. Let's start it. All right. Now I don't see the chat or anything, but hold on a sec. Hold on. I'm almost done. Almost done, guys. Yeah, the chat, yeah, brother. The chat is showing. For sure it is. Although I cannot see that you're watching. That's the thing. Mm. You guys like this cover? Saroro no Zoro. Okay. Yo, let's just get it started, all right? Now, first of all, I got a little bit of snacks with me and some great, tasty apple juice that looks like the red wine, but I don't know. It's some kind of weird apple juice, right? It looks like red wine. It kind of smells like red wine as well. Who knows? All right, who knows? Mm. Banger cover. Yeah, thank you. You want me to increase the volume? Okay, let me try. I'm afraid you hear me. You hear my chair. This will have to do, I think. No? Should I come closer? But then I'm being out of frame. Maybe. Wait. Yeah, this is more like it. Okay, this is good. This is more like it, I think. I think we can start. Hold on. That's a hack. Yeah, it is. It is, man. It is a hack. All right. So, like I said earlier, I have my snacks. I have my brilliant apple juice that is red. And I have my One Piece chapter. So let's get it. Welcome back to Hacker Review, everybody. I hope you all had a great day, a great night, or a great morning, wherever the hell you are from. Today we're gonna be reacting to One Piece chapter 1169. Let's get it. Let's go. The final, potentially the final chapter of the elbaf. I just butchered that, but potentially the final chapter of the elbaf backstory. Let's get into it. And we have this stupidly, insanely, what the heck? It's brilliant. The cover page, yeah, of all the. Oh my god, I'm kind of speechless here because you have the entirety of the Rocks Pirates almost drawn by Oda with color. And it looks fantastic. You got Shirohige, you got Kaido, you got Big Mame, Roxy, everybody. Gloriosa, yeah. This is brilliant. But let's go ahead and go back to the chapter, okay? Let's go. 14 years ago, Gyaban's house. Why did you say it like that? Gyaban. Well, I said it like that because it's written here like that. Gyaban. Gyaban's house. Realm of the Sun, elbaf. Just before the fateful massacre. What? Shanks says, Captain Roger has a son? Oh, he didn't know about that. Okay, interesting. And Gyaban says, seems like it. So there is no question there. Gyaban knew about Roger's son. I'm gonna leave my thoughts later. I've just started the chapter. Let's read. Alright? Seems like it. Garv told me about him the last time we crossed paths. The kid's done well. The kid's done well to stay out of the Navy's clutches. Then you have Chapter 1169. I have to die now. Wow. So I basically have a little brother out there. That's nice that Shanks considers Ace as a little brother, even before he met him. True. You and Buggy were always like our sons. See Buggy's name thrown in. Every time Buggy's name is thrown in there, it's hype, bro. It's hype. Because he's potentially the strongest out of all the Yonko, bro. Like, now I'm gonna stop capping and we're gonna continue. Can you do it like 2-3 times? I don't know how. I don't know why it does it like this. I didn't change anything from last time though. Ah. We do it another time. You and Buggy were always like our sons. Who knows with Captain Rogers' blood flowing through him? Why can't I read? Today, I don't know what's happening to me. I can't read. Who knows? With Captain Rogers' blood flowing through him, the kid might just become the pirate king of this new era. This is Shanks speaking, of course. And you can really tell that this is quite a... Yeah, this is a couple of years back. Because, yeah, Gaban and Shanks look a lot younger. But, you know the title's not... Bro, The hell is that word? You know the title is not head her. Okay, okay, brother. Apple juice and today, bro. I haven't started reading. I haven't taken a zip out of the apple juice, brother. Don't start making blames. No, no, no. It's just me today. I'm a little bit tired from work. No, no, no. It's not about the apple juice. I haven't. You know what? I'm gonna take my first sip now. That was the first sip. Right. Bro, I got a little bit of English to learn, so give me a second. Hereditary. Is it what it says? Her hereditary. What the heck is that? Hereditary meaning. How you say it? Hereditary. Bro. I wouldn't have a clue, bro. The queen's hereditary to the throne. Does he mean like the world is not valuable, or it wasn't Rock's? What am I saying, Rocks? It wasn't Roger giving himself that title. It was only the world government. Maybe that's what he meant. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. So no, 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 no. It means basically that it's not determined by blood. The genetics does not have to do with that title. Okay, now hereditary, bro. What on? I've never, never heard a word like this before, or heard this word before. Okay, you know the title's not hereditary, right? Besides, most burdened with high expectations fail to reach the top. Besides, bro, besides, most burdened with high expectations fail to reach the top. Is that so? I think I think things are more interesting that way, he says. Wahaha. They're just chilling in the midst of all this chaos. Well, I think the chaos hasn't even started yet. Meanwhile, okay, meanwhile. Dog, Why, it's Loki. I mean, Prince Loki. He's returned. This guy's shit in his pants, man. The Arrest Castle Elbaf. See, the castle is truly beautiful. I think this is the first panel that actually like shows how incredible this castle is. For real. So, like stairs. There's more and more stairs, bro. Oh my god. God damn. And the giants are even tiny. Holy crap. What's that there on the side? Looks like a ship. Wait, what? That's weird. If you see it, it's on page. Wait, one. Hold on. It's literally on page 2. Okay? And it's on the left side of the Arrest Castle. If you zoom into it, it just looks like a ship, though. Okay, okay. Elder Ja Rule has just arrived, too. Foyer of the audience chamber. Alright? I don't know why I said it like that, but foyer of the orange chamber. Okay. I don't know if I'm not in the mood for this, I'm tired, or something is wrong, man. Yeah, I'm tired, man. But we keep it rolling because I got my One Piece. Your Majesty, what did you do to that? He was just chaining you, as ordered. What? Okay, you know what? I think it's the snacks, okay? I think that when I'm eating, I can't talk at the same time. The hell's wrong with me? I just totally butchered that. Must have been the wind. Bro, I really don't know what you mean. Okay? Your Majesty, why did you do that? He was chaining you like you ordered. Why? And he's thinking to himself, why did I cut down that soldier? What am I? My body. It's moving on its own. Because of those orders, I'm simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way. Well, we kind of already know that he was. Hmm. So his body's moving on its own, which heavily implies that it's some kind of Domi reverse here, right? But it's not the same, see, because he's not grown bigger. First of all, he's not in total control of Emu. Yeah. So, like, Emu's not in total control of him. I mean, interesting. His body moved on its own. But he's still conscious, right? He's still conscious. He can still speak. I don't know. I'm simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way, mobilize the entire nation, and form a grand army of warriors, Emu says. Is this him speaking now or this? Yeah, it's him speaking now, I think. Or this is actually what he says last chapter, I think, if I could remember correctly. It's been a while. It's actually been a while. Could it really be impossible to disobey? Is it messing with my thoughts too? You see the tattoo? Will this last forever? Then the country will suffer as long as I live. This body of mine is a walking hazard. This is the moment he actually realized, yeah, he's gotta die because the only thing that is highlighted here is HARALD. Everything else is white. So I think to me that speaks that this is the moment he realized, yeah, I can't do anything about this. I've got to die right here, right now. See him thinking while he's talking to the other giants, it'll be for nothing. It'll all be for nothing. The last 144 years. Wow, so Emu is actually playing with his mind? What? He says earlier, he says, my body is moving on its own. Is it because of those orders? I'm simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way. Then you have Emo saying, mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. The exact opposite of what Harold wanted. Could it really be impossible to obey? Is it messing with my thoughts as well? That's the thing. And then we have like a, I don't know if this is a memory or like a life flash or something. But if it's of Harold taking down or I don't know how you say it, but ripping off his own horns and saying it'll all be for nothing. The last 144 years. And immediately after, he's like, yo, this can't be right. Like, something's happening to my mind. Even his mind, bro. Hmm. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit slow, but I gotta digest this. Ooh, beautiful. You man, kill me now, he says. Have to die now. And they're like, how could we do such a thing, man? He's thinking to himself, like, as if I've ever let elbaf be enslaved. These are his thoughts in like in the midst of all the chaos, you know. Oh, he's already started moving here. Like the curse is already getting stronger because he's slashing down his guards while saying, hurry before I'm completely taken over. Is this like is this a total confirmation that I don't know, Haki has to do something with it? But then again, like Rocks had great hockey as well, right? But he was taken over this quick. How come Harold isn't like? How come Harold is like almost fighting it? Unless this and the Dome Reversi are two separate different things. Hmm. This is really weird. Incredibly weird. Because the first thought in my mind was like, oh, he has great and strong hockey, and that's why Emo is not completely taken over as fast. But when I think back, bro, Rox was on the same level. They were like, you could even say that Rox was stronger than Harold, basically. So, I mean, they were never portrayed as one was like stronger than the other. They were always portrayed like they were completely equal. So I guess that thought is out of the question. But what is this? This is a different thing. They formed a bond with the covenant and all, and and he went through with the last one. That's the thing. What does the covenant like the contract between him and the devil Emu? What is the difference between that and the Dome Reversi? That's a question for you. Okay, let's continue. Hurry before I'm completely taken over. Your Majesty, what are you saying? Old man, I'm back. Oh, now Loki steps in. Old man, I'm back. And he sees everybody stabbing his old man. Damn. Yo, whoa. Yo. Holy crap. Is this why Loki attacked everybody? Because he thought they were making a coup against the king? Or what is going on here? What the hell are you doing? He says. And Jarl's like, Harald. And Harald is like, it can't be. I really am immortal. He says, I'm regenerating. Stop this. All of you, run. But hey, now Harold is not saying it out loud. The guards can't hear him. Before, listen, before the conversation bubble was normal, okay? It's a normal conversation bubble. This time, it's with these little shadowy things. It must mean Emo had taken over, by this point, that Emo had taken over his mouth. Because he says, all of you run, but he can't say it out loud. See, everybody's stabbing him, but he's swinging his sword against them. And obviously, they can't do anything about him. I mean, he's a menace. Ah! How am I supposed to die now? Bro, this is all up in his mind. Oh my god. Is he using haki here? It doesn't look like he's using haki here. How am I supposed to die now? Someone help me. And yes. I mean, what are they supposed to think? Ja Rule and Loki in this situation, what are they supposed to think? They don't understand anything. They do not know why the guards are attacking their king. And they do not know why the king is slashing his guards. Like obviously they know Harold that he wouldn't do such a thing. And they're really confused here. Oh, and we cut. Oda. He always cuts away at these moments. And Shanks says, "I'll cut to the chase. Harold and I, we're both bound. Harold and I, we're both bound by the most shallow pact of the Holy Land to serve the individual they call the Great One." Pause. Shanks knows about Emu from the very start of the series. I don't know how I feel about that actually. He There has never been a time in the series that we've actually seen Shanks talking about Dragon or talking to Dragon, right? Now, if he knew about Emu from the very start, why wouldn't you just like call up the revolutionary and give them such information? I doubt Dragon and Shanks are enemies, no? I don't know how I feel about that actually. He knew that this person was called the Great One. Now, did he know that this person was sitting on top of the throne? Let's continue. This is very vague. This is just a shallow sea covenant contract, mind you. But even then, when we're in a rage, oh, that's it. Oh my god, that's it. It makes sense. Oh my god, it makes sense. Holy crap. Bro, this totally makes sense. When we're in rage, we can't defy their orders. Bro, Oda is cooking. Oh my goodness. This makes so much sense with the giants on elbaf as well, bro. Earlier in the arc, they were very angry at the Holy Knights, at these villains and monsters, because they kidnapped their children. So naturally they'll be angry and they want revenge, right? And then you can use the Domi Reversio on them, right? See, there's one thing. This ability is not the Domi Reversi. He says this is a shallow sea covenant contract. How is it any different? I want to understand. How is it any different to the Domi Reversi? Let's read this again. This is just a shallow sea covenant contract, mind you. But even then, when we're in rage, we can't defy their orders. Gavan says that's a curious power. Yeah, it meant we could only talk more plainly when we're away from the Holy Land. I'm really confused, bro. Oh, 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 he meant like he could only talk to Harold when they're away from the Holy Land. All right, I get it. Yeah, it meant we could only talk more plainly when we were away from the Holy Land. And you see the small little flashback of Shanks and Harold speaking, and Harold says, "I know it. You're from the Red Hair Pirates, aren't you?" Then he says, "Harold would no." The flashback is over now, and then we come back to Shanks, and he says, "Harold would probably be happy to join the Kings of Ghosts. Harold would Harold would probably be happy to join the Knights of God if it's helped elbaf membership bid, but if it helped elbaf's membership bid, but if he agrees, he'd have to enter a deeper covenant, not the same as Shanks's one, a deeper one." Okay. And Gaban says, "Is that a problem?" See Ripley there, and Colin, I would presume. All right, what is this panel? Oh my God, we're getting more explained. The covenant of a full night blessed them with inhuman strength and immortality. They're also granted the ability to travel vast distances by means of the Abyss Pentagram. In exchange, the the Great One's voice can reach them anywhere. Anywhere! So disobedience becomes totally impossible, even if you're far away. Hmm. This is a great panel. You got the eyes in the background, you got the Holy Night and the pentagram, and the fire everywhere. He says Harold would be fully under their thumb if he enters into the deeper covenant. Those guys have a boundless those guys those guys have a boundless appetite for greed. I can't see them just honoring their word. But how did Shanks know more about this than Harold? I mean, could you choose which covenant you wanted? Or is it just like you move up the ranks? I mean, this covenant was meant for Shanks, so probably that's why he fled. No, this was actually meant for Shanks. That's why he fled. He says, "I really don't think Harold should join." Bro, it's already too late, man. Boom! The hockey is everywhere. Whose hockey is that? And they're like, what the? Damn, they're clashing. Oh, Loki's like, knock it off, old man. It's like, what the hell is going on here? What is Loki fighting with? Is he fighting with a sword? I can't quite tell. No, is that a hammer? No, no, no. This is definitely the sword of Harold, and that's a random ass hammer. Doesn't look like Ragnir. It does not. And he says, How are you even breathing after those stab wounds? Why are you trying to kill us? Where is all this strength coming from? What happened to you, Harold? So they fought Harold together, man. Why did they want to cover it up, though? We're gonna find out, but I'm just questioning. How are you even breathing after all those stab wounds? Why the heck are you trying to kill us? Where is all this strength coming from? What happened to you, Harold? Come back to your senses. And Jarul is pulling out his sword. All guards, report to the throne room now. He's gone mad. The king, we have to stop him. This explains everything, man. It really does. Oh, I'm gonna just stop for a moment and just take in what we have seen and witnessed for the past, I don't know, 8 months of this flashback. And I could tell this is the end. Do we really get one more chapter of this? Do we really start off 2026 and we're still in a flashback? Maybe. I mean, maybe we're not gonna get a break next week. Next week. Maybe we're not gonna get a break. Hold on. All the gods report to the throne room now. Hey, you gotta help us, bro. This is King Harold. We can't just take him on that easily. He's gone mad. The king. We have to stop him. Did that fight break out? I bet Loki's up to no good. Bro, what are you thinking, guys? We must aid our king. Oh my god, this is... Do not tell me they're gonna go against Loki. Like, of course they gotta listen to the elder, no? Explain yourself, Harold. What happened? Oh, they actually managed to, like, tie him down, at least. Wow, okay. And oh, he's finally communicating again. Elder Jarul, what I've done is unforgivable. Is that what? My sanity is slipping beyond my control. Oh, he's going back and forth. His sanity is going back and forth. This is the first time since like a while that he's been able to talk directly, because earlier he couldn't talk to them. It's like my sanity is slipping beyond my control. Please, listen to me, Loki. Tell the people of Elbaf what happened here. Tell them about the guards I slayed. Let it be known that I repeatedly stained my hands trying to make Elbaf a member nation. Oh, why would you keep this a secret? Spread the word about how I was tricked and ended up in this miserable state. They wanted me to enslave our people as warriors for the government. What do you mean? How were you tricked? They never intended to honor my terms from the very start. And the guards have arrived. They're like, my king. Interesting panel of Jarul there. They're like, Elder Jarul, Loki must be the one to eat. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Elder Jarul, Loki must be the one to eat elbaf's secret treasure. Please see to it. Why? I say it again. Elder Jarul, he says. Loki must be the one to eat elbaf's secret treasure. Please see to it. Jarul is like, what? No one else can beat me with these godly powers. Oh, this makes sense, bro. Because he's about to lose full control. And with him regenerating over and over and over and over again, the other guys, they get tired. But he's that ballsy. He's like, yeah, nobody else could beat me. I'm the strongest one here. It was never my dream to see Elbaf subjugated by the world government. I'm the worst king in the history of Elbaf. Bro. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. Let Elbaf know what a disgrace of a king I was. Kill me and elevate yourself as a hero. How could he do that though? Would the people of Elbaf listen if he explained this? Did he explain it? And they're like, no, you're bullshitting us? Is that what happened? I don't care about how I'm remembered. That's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbaf's future. Don't you see? He's crying his eyes out. Loki's like, you'd go that far? I'm counting on you, Loki. You're the only one who can make things right. Damn. Well, I wish I could read Japanese. I don't know what these signs say. Wow, he's back up. He's back up. He's back up to his slashing. Damn. Hold on. There's a criminal roaming in the castle. Sire, seal the chamber doors. Right away, your majesty. Bro, this was probably not him, no? What have you done? You're not the King Harald I knew. Oh. He's beginning to turn into evil. Indeed, that Harald is gone. I'm now the Great One's vessel. And he's slashing his neck and he's like cracking it. Boom with the counterattack. None of you will be allowed to escape. The truth of what happened here will die with you. He's smashing everybody, but I guess Loki left for that room, no? But they sealed it already. Everybody run! And he just stomp it on his head, bro. This is brutal. Oh my god. That's insane. This is one of the most gruesome panel I've ever seen in One Piece. Damn. I shall deliver this country into the hands of Lord Emu. Hurry, Loki! Damn it. Why do I have to eat this devil fruit? Doesn't that mean what? Doesn't that mean that I give up the ability to swim? No, don't worry about it. Like, Loki, legit, do not worry about it, man. There is not a single person that have died from drowning in the series. I can't tell you one. I can't tell you one relevant character, Loki, that has died from drowning. So eating a devil fruit and that supposed handicap you get with not being able to swim, well, you're all right, man. Don't worry about it. And why is that old man suddenly acting like he's a totally different personality? Yeah, he's completely changed. You won't be eating it, Loki. That fruit is mine. You just told me to eat it. Remember? Hey, so whoa, wait. I thought I missed a panel or something, but Oda just like giving us this time skip in the midst of all this. Like a small, tiny time skips. Understand? Because first, Loki speaking to his father, okay? And Harold is like, you gotta eat that fruit, right? Cut to it, Harold is back on his feet, slashing everybody. Loki and Ja Rule is nowhere to be seen. Alright? And he's just stomping on everybody. And then, you cut a little bit later, he's talking as if he's completely with Emu's side. And then you cut a little bit further and you see Ja Rule bleeding, which we didn't see before. It's like, hurry, Loki. You have Loki contemplating, like, why should I eat this fruit? I give up the ability to swim, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, I show you, like, Harold, he's completely changed. Even his facial, like, structure, I don't know how should I say, but, like, if not structure, what the facial expression is totally different. He's like, you won't be eating that fruit. Looks like, you told me, man. You told me to eat it. Remember, just a second ago, bro. But then you have, that's cool, man. Ja Rule coming from the back and stabbing him through the chest. Damn. But he's dead. You can't eat it, Harold. It would be the end of the world. Bro, what is this devil fruit? Somebody explain to me what this devil fruit actually is. I want to know what this devil fruit actually is. It like, for somebody to think just because, like, a powerful guy like Harold eats a devil fruit, it's the end of the world. What is that devil fruit? It must mean like it would become literally invincible. Her Loki, no matter what happens, we can't let him lay a hands on it. Or lay a hand on it. And then you have that. Oh my god. So Ja Rule stabbed Harold in the back. Right? Then you have. Oh my god, this looks beautiful actually. You have Harold, he's throwing his sword. And yeah, that's just another. That's Harold's sword inside of Ja Rule's freaking brains, man. How does he survive this? Bro, that sword is still there to this day in his head. Elder Ja Rule, I'm afraid I must return. The legendary sword you gave me a long time ago. So he still has his memories. But he's like, no, no, no. I'm totally too even for his cause. So this is very poetic, actually. The sword that Ja Rule gave Loki a long time ago is now in Ja Rule's head. Incredible. I need to eat the fruit and take up Ragnir. Interesting. I need to eat the fruit and take up Ragnir. And Harold like, I won't let you. But in the midst of all this, Shanks and Gaban step in, cutting Harold. That means that means Gaban knows about this as well. Like he knows the full story. He probably knows more about the story than Ja Rule just because the Ja Rule has brain damage now, probably because he got stabbed with a sword in his head. Gaban, is that you? Ah, Elder Ja Rule, what happened to you? Don't worry, my helmet saved me. I can't believe that. I mean, to this day, the sword is still inside his head, bro. Please stop Harold. You can't let him catch Loki. No matter how you slice it, we've landed ourselves in a real pinch, Gaban says. Harold, open your eyes. Look at what you're doing. Bro, I don't think speaking to that man will help. It's like, hey, Shanks, this immortality thing, it's not half bad. I truly feel superior now. Damn it. Is there no way to free him from having to follow these orders? And Shanks, keep in mind, guys, Shanks is nowhere near Prime here. Like I know he has two hands, but he's still nowhere near Prime. You cut. Loki opens the chains on the door, opens the door, and he's like, this is the legendary devil fruit. This is the forbidden devil fruit passed down within elbaf. He's like, huh? But then the freaking hammer starts attacking him. And as far as I can tell, it's only the hammer. What? What is this thing? A surprise attack. Do not tell me. Do not tell me that Ragnir itself ate the forbidden devil fruit. This is the hammer, bro. And it I don't know about this. Review time. Let's just discuss. For now, let's just discuss like this final moment, okay? Hold on. So when Loki opened the door, the hammer attacked him out of the blue. But the treasure chest was closed. Okay. So I'm thinking immediately like this. Somebody opened the treasure chest and fed the hammer the fruit? Otherwise, how would the hammer be able to fly just like that? And it seems like we have one more chapter of this backstory. Hmm. Very interesting. Shanks and Gabon, they're trying to snap some sense into Harold. He ain't budging. Ja Rule is apparently still in his senses, even after getting stabbed through the head, but through the helmet, so the helmet saved him. I don't know how that works, but it's fiction. And why does Loki right now in this day and age hate Shanks that much? When Shanks helped him out here, unless he just didn't see him. There's still a lot of questions. Like, I mean, we got the answer to. We got the answer to how they were feeling when they saw that. They were, of course, they were very confused. Like, why would the others stab Harold like that? But then they understood there's something wrong with Harold. He wouldn't just attack his people like that. And the shot of him stabbing Ja Rule in the head is actually insane. But also, Ja Rule must have put up a pretty good fight. It was the off screen, most of it. Most of this was off screen because of these little time skip in the midst of the chapter, leaving, of course, a lot of room for the anime to do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we won't be even like we won't even reach this in until I don't know. I think we will reach this in 2027 maybe. If even that, man. And also, what is that legendary devil fruit? Is it just a theory of mine that the hammer ate the legendary devil fruit after this chapter? I mean, the hammer totally like went flying onto Loki, and later on he will be the one to tame it. What, you gonna tell me it's a lightning power? Like some kind of mythical lightning power? Because we haven't got a lightning power since NL, and that that was like 20 years ago, right? Why I say lightning is, of course, because when we saw Loki taking up the hammer and smashing it on the elbaf tree, lightning struck, and the tree started catching fire. He just completely changed 180. But then he snapped back. And then he changed. And then he snapped back to it. It's like back and forth. Trying to fight it. But this is not the full Domi reversal. I really want to understand what is the difference between Dome. I'm gonna make a short on this over on Instagram. Make sure to follow me, by the way. Um, how the hell, like, what? No, not how. What is the difference between the this covenant and the Domi Reversi? Because he could have just turned Harold into the Domi Reversi, and that would have been it. he did meet him, he could have done to him the same thing he did to Rox. But he didn't. Now, these powers are very similar. But that means, wait, if I formulate everything in my mind, the Dome Reversi is like instant, right? You get hit with the Dome Reversi, boom. Maybe you were enraged then because their mechanics work very similar. So maybe Emu makes them all rage. And then when they rage, boom, that's when he strikes with these abilities, right? And that's why it won't work on Luffy all the time, because he's always laughing in Gear 5, so he won't be angry. But that's not our point here. The point is the mechanics of these two different abilities. And I'm gonna explain them from my headcanon, okay? So the Dome Reversi, as I said, is instant, it's effective, you turn completely evil, quick, but it's gotta have a time limit. Either it has a time limit, or you can flip it back. Somehow, you can flip them back. Okay? But I guess the death, not the death, but this covenant, right? This contract. I wanna know. Wait. I wanna know the exact, the covenant of a full night. That's exactly the name. The covenant of a full night. This contract, I think this is permanent. Because I think if he did the Domi Reversi on HARALD, it would take up a lot of strength, obviously, from Emu to do so. And if there's a time limit, he would slowly and gradually turn back. Now, if we remember, when Garp and Roger fought Rox and they defeated him with all of that hockey and whatever, did he actually go back to normal? I don't quite. Wait, let me. Bro, we have the internet. Let me just check it out. Okay, check it out. Wait. It was a couple of chapters back, remember. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Wait, hold on. I see it. Wait, I actually see it. I actually see. Wait. Chapter 166, New Stories. It is Harold. It is Rox. But he's back to normal, guys. After the beating he got from Garper Roger, he's back to normal. Now, I don't know. I don't know who noticed that. He's literally 1 HP. He can't speak, of course, because I mean they put in a lot of hockey into that. He's literally 1 HP, which that's why Garling could kill him. he was still not being able to speak, but his look was completely back to normal. Like, you know, when the Doma Reversi hits, you get these teeth, you get these horns and everything. Look at him. Wait, look at Rox. Look at Rox right here. Right here. I mean, he does not look like someone in the Domi Reversi, right? That's gotta mean something. The Covenant and the Domi Reversi are two in the same, right? It's only that the Covenant takes a lot of effort. You gotta, the other person is gotta be willing to be in this contract. That's the Covenant. You gotta go through some steps, and you gotta be willing to be in this contract, right? But the Domi Reversi is that like is an automatic. Yeah, it's like an automatic button. Okay, instead of writing the contract and being in it or whatever, okay, he's completely taken over in an instant, which is different to the Covenant, because the Covenant, it takes time, but the Doma Reverse is almost instantaneous. This one is permanent. This one has the drawback of time. That's my theory. You know what? That'll be my next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Whoever is watching, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, my thoughts on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and write my new One Piece video. As always, stay safe and follow me on the socials. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.